Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey.
What's up, world? I'm your Greta. I'm your Greta.
I'm your Greta.
I'm your Greta. That's your Ant. This is your Hi from Friends. Let's go.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Ant Powerfoot and live with the one and only Greta Hutch.
Hey.
Welcome you all to Hi from Friends. As you can see, we were trying something new. I wasn't ready, but hey, we did what we did. But welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Feeling good. High as a motherfucker today. I am nice and high. Greta is choking nice in advance. Okay, and that is how we coming out the gate. It's not a game. We on that loud pack today.
Yo,
wow, I would ask you how you feel, but your eyes say everything. In my world, it's good to be here, gang. Happy to be back. Happy to be back. Another beautiful week. Had a beautiful weekend, man. Just enjoyed myself. Had some me time. You know what I mean? But how are you? How are you now that you can breathe again?
Oh, sorry about that. This weekend was... No, yeah, it was pretty good. I went to that Gold Shimmer event. I had to think about it. I was like, what the fuck I even do this fucking weekend? You always put me on the spot.
She gone. Go ahead.
I took that one hit and I am gone. I've hit the glass ceiling, as they say.
It be like that. Hey, man. Hold up. Before we even get into anything, let me let them know what's going on real quick, man. So I got blessed, man. I'm just, I decided to turn the back of my building into a workout area. One of my neighbors blessed me with that Kobe. That Kobe OG. Hey, Pack Woods. Yo, hey, holla at your boy. We got some business to do. Packwoods OG. I'm on a train. That Kobe OG is nice and right on, boy. This that yay. I'm talking that Ice Cube West Coast finest. But as you were saying, continue. You got to see our good friends Gold Shimmer this weekend.
No, yeah, they were at this. It was Artist Market. Los Angeles, I believe, is the name. And if I am wrong, I will be corrected below in the comments. So please do that. And also, while you're at it, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to you fucking people.
Yes,
That's us.
always. Like, comment, subscribe. Yes, always. Please do that. That is a necessary must. All that shit.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. I mean, obviously, I've been very anal about COVID and everything.
Yeah.
Even just Ant and I getting together was a whole fucking
ordeal.
Yeah, it was a whole headbutting. Anyways,
COVID, man. What the fuck, dog? I think I had COVID. I think I had COVID last year around this time when I got super fucking sick as fuck around this time of the last year, and I was dog asshole sick, couldn't breathe. Taste was gone, all that shit. All the fucking symptoms, basically, they say.
Yeah.
Felt like I was down for like 3-4 days, and then I recovered. I might be asymptomatic.
Have you been tested?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Negative.
Nice. For now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Just like my HIV test. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, for all you out there wondering
that. Okay. No, but seriously, though, like, I believe I had that shit. And that shit right now, man, I don't know what to believe. You saw what Elon Musk said? He got tested like 4 times in a row, and 2 came back negative, and 2 came back positive.
See, that's the thing.
The same test?
I didn't really want to get tested because I'm afraid that they are like just making up the data, and just telling people they have it or something. Like, I have like this like underlying feeling.
Exactly.
But
it's fucking, who the fuck knows what's real right now? They don't even know the test.
I don't want to think that though. Like, I really don't want to think that.
But how can we trust faulty tests?
I mean, that's a good question for a lot of things, I feel like, not just the tests,
Yeah.
Like, Can you test faulty equipment? Can you test faulty product? You know, products that have been released that you don't really necessarily even do research for. You know, it's
Well,
like
that's why those products do test runs most of the time.
I mean, most of the time, but you've also had callbacks on products. You've had callbacks on food products in stores.
On the new Xbox and PS5s, there's issues. So yeah, you got a point. Fuck y'all, they got one too. I missed the fucking pre-sale, but I'm getting mine Black Friday. I'm sorry, continue. We were talking about COVID. Yeah, go ahead.
I know we're not like technically. I think that videos get flagged or whatever for saying that saying COVID too much or something.
Man, COVID on CNN every fucking 9 minutes. Kiss my asshole. Every fucking other second. Check them.
I don't know the facts.
Go to your Fox and MSNBC. But as I was saying, I'm pretty sure everybody done had that shit some way, some form of fashion, somehow. And think about it. The shit, when did we find out? In March? But it had to be here before that. It had to be like lingering. Like it didn't just show up when they started making fucking, you know, all this hoopla about it. It had to be around before there was any news about it.
Yeah. They closed down my sister's school again. She just started like the junior high. It's like junior high connected to a high school or whatever. They just shut it down again yesterday.
Wow.
Because of the cases. And also yesterday, like...
I'm hitting the bong today.
Sorry, 2 days ago, I went on Melrose, right? And...
Kobe.
all the stores were open, you know, they just require masks. Some of them say that they're just... Not some of them, just like maybe one shop says that they're available for pickup, you know? But yesterday I went by some other shops and there's new closures of the shops. Yeah. You're over having a whole trip over there. What is it?
I took a bitch hit. I don't know if the people saw that, but I took a bitch. I took a bitch.
Take a real one.
Oh, no, I am. Go ahead. I don't want to die. No, I'm listening. Melrose. What were you saying about Melrose?
No, but like most of them are pretty open, but some of them been shut down. Like Jet Rag just had a closure I saw the other day. Yesterday, a friend of mine went and she sent me a picture. She was like, what the fuck? This is closed again. And I'm like, schools are closing. It's super confusing to think about. And
what they saying, oh shit. They saying it's a holiday surge, you know, because the cold, the winter and shit like that.
The holiday. Yeah, because I mean, people obviously they've been going back with their families or, you know, dating even is like picked up because fucking, I don't know. I've been to a restaurant. I've been going to places just to see what it's about, but also I'm keeping from people, and I'm like using hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to touch nobody. You know, I know you, but I'm still not. I was like again already in the place of I don't really know you. Don't touch me. You know what I mean? Like, so I was already coming from that place, and this has just made it a lot extra for sure.
Well, you know, like I always say, I've had a lot of these procedures in place for myself personally before all this shit. So if you're just starting, shame on you. But I don't know what to fucking know. All I know is it is a fucking hoopla that's confusing the shit out of me. I am confused. I don't know what to think about that shit. That shit drives me insane. I'm just like, well, I go to other places, niggas ain't got no mask and shit. I go to other places, niggas with a mask. I even forgot to have my mask on yesterday. I walked in 7-Eleven. Forgot to put my mask on. Just off the not even thinking about it. Went through my whole transaction and shit. And then at the end of my transaction, the cashier goes, "Where's your mask? You forgot your mask." I'm like, "Oh shit, I did." And I put my mask on at the end. I'm like, oh, well, that was fucking pointless. But nigga, I done went through a whole transaction with you now. You want to mention my mask? But you know, I don't know. It's crazy, this shit.
He tells me this as I'm sitting in a room with him. I'm like,
This is 7-Eleven. You touch shit in there every day. So if you touch a shit to buy it off the shelf, you don't touch COVID probably.
Yeah, and then immediately I'm just with my hand sanitizer. I'm bathing in it. I don't.
Yeah, you gotta have some wipes too, because hand sanitizer, think about it. You just rubbing the shit in. A lot more. You gotta have a wipe to come behind that. Why you touching your nose like that?
I'm sorry. You're right. I shouldn't have done that. I do that when I think of stuff and I'm trying to like hold it in. I'm like, hold on, wait. I have a nice idea.
It's your face thing, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have done that.
No, you good.
No, I work for this doctor sometimes, and I decorate their house, and He's a doctor who talked to Trump about everything. Like, he had this whole ass meeting with him, and
okay, yeah, I
he like
remember this guy.
studies like respiratory diseases and blah blah blah. You know, but he's like fine. He's like, come over, don't wear a mask. He's like super chill about it. So I'm like,
Everybody has their own views and, you know, way of going about this shit. So who the fuck knows, man? This shit it's just crazy.
I don't want to talk about this anymore, to be
Me
honest.
either, because
like,
I was about to say,
I
on
really don't want to
another
talk about this
note,
anymore.
I'm tired of talking about that shit because it's crazy. But what I do want to talk about, the highlight of my fucking weekend, the OG 2 Chainz dropped the incredible album, So Help Me God, and So Help Me God. Greta probably done heard that album about 15 times today.
Oh, I know every song.
Every song straight through. I don't skip a track. Favorite album of 2020. Titty. Hey. Whoa. What an album. Woo. Needed something wavy to get this started off. I work for myself, so I guess I work for a boss. Come on, man. Old enough to be your daddy, young enough to fuck your mom. Come on, man. This album is crazy, man. Titties hit a fucking groove. She's familiar with 2 Chainz, but I know you don't know 2 Chainz. Like,
I don't know like you do.
Yeah. But I actually was listening to The Breakfast Club last week, man, and Charlamagne said it perfectly. 2 Chainz he's hit a vibe. His music has hit a vibe. It's just him. You know it's him. It's a different feel now. It's so grown, man. I feel like it's coming into 30. That album is Pretty Tony, baby. Pretty Tony, baby. Hey, I love it. I love it. You ain't heard that fucking album? Listen to it right now. So Help Me God. I'm promoting that motherfucker like I'm on a camp, nigga. I love it. But a lot of great fucking music came out over like the past weekend, the past couple weeks. I haven't had a chance to listen to anything else because that is the only album I've been listening to. I like will start an album and I'm like, nah, I ain't feeling the vibes. I need to go back to 2 Chainz. And literally 2 Chainz is all I've been listening to with a little bit of reggaeton and all that shit spread in between because, you know, I like to get spicy and saucy sometimes. I gotta have 5 minutes. But great music. Shout out Busta. Shout out DeVito. Shout out fucking Future and Vert. Man, everybody dropped, man. It's a good time in music. I ain't been this excited for music in a long time. I feel like it felt like a teenager again. I was like, oh man, this is hot. Like I literally forgot 2 Chainz was dropping an album until like two minutes before it dropped. Nice. And I was like, I can sit here and watch an episode of Power, or I can go back to the computer, finish working on shit, and listen to this nigga album. And it was the best decision I made because I sat there till like 4 a.m. just playing that shit over and over, doing shit. It was great album.
It's so funny that you say that because literally this time last year you sang the exact opposite. Do you remember?
About music?
Yeah. Do you remember?
I think.
I mean, you have been talking to me about my memory lately, so maybe I'm wrong.
I know, that's last year, nigga. That's a while. We done talked about it a lot every goddamn week.
But I remember you last year being like, I'm just not that excited about the new music coming out, which is, I don't know. I feel like we were doing a plug super heavy too. Mm-hmm. And yes, a lot of good music did come out, granted, but you were like, it's just not that, like, I don't know, like that childlike excitement about some like an album coming out.
You're right. I was on that wave. That was my energy, and it's flipping. It's turning around, man. I'm happy. I love music. I love new music to consume. You know what I'm saying? That's always a good vibe with something fresh. It's like, oh, this is a new body of work. It's like, it's everything. It's everything. I can't explain it. But I fucking love music, man. I fucking love it, and I'm gonna go through these other albums too, and I'm gonna have my moments. But that album, and just seeing how many albums dropped on fucking Friday morning, Thursday night, it was crazy. I'm just going through Spotify. I'm like, oh shit, oh this thing, oh shit. I didn't even know these motherfuckers was dropping. I'm just going through the new reel. I was like, oh man, this is amazing. So much new shit. It just felt good to have a lot of new music to listen to. I wrote Kobe on the blank. Kobe. I was remember they. Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Hey, backwoods, holla at us, you heard? But man, music is back, man. Of all genres, it's a good time right now. I think this pandemic shit be pushing people to their, back into their creative work, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing because we get to be the consumers of it. You know what I'm saying? Pushed us back to work. It's a blessing to have y'all as consumers, man. So this pandemic had its highs, man. Because I'm happy. I'm fucking happy all the way across the board.
I think it's definitely focused people on what really matters to them.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I mean, I've seen a lot of people put out their music, new music that are like newer to, and the people who are creating their brands, especially during this time. I don't know. I feel like that's so. I'm so sorry. My thoughts are like super broken up. But just having this happen, right? And then all of a sudden, all of this stuff kind of like this is, you know what I mean? It's a very telling and reflective of what
of the time as well.
Yeah, and also time that we had before, like prior to this happening.
Right.
It shows you. Look at, I guess, it's kind of like if you take a kid out of school or whatever, and they like then really show you what they're capable of.
Right. Right.
It's like that.
Without the restrictions of putting them and all that type of shit.
Without the restrictions put on them. What the fuck? Yo, without the restrictions on them, all of this is service because it's already there. That makes, I think about that all the time. Like, especially with my good friends who are working 9-to-5s. They're working 9-to-5s that have nothing to do with what with what they're actually like doing, you know? And it takes so much fucking energy out of you to just create something,
It does, but that's a part of the fucked up survival system we gotta run. Some of us are forced to be into. But funny you say that, because I saw an article just this past week or last week, but it was a kid. I don't know if it was real, but maybe it was. But it was a kid fucking made enough money through his little like plant thing that he made to get enough money to get a place for his family. They were staying in a shelter. But by selling these little like plant things he was making, they made enough money to get a place. So, I mean, look, he had this time to just be free and creative. So, hey, let them run wild, man. Let them see what they can do. You never know. Hold up. I've been talking real snazzy right now. But I also been looking real snazzy. If you listening right now, you ain't getting a peek of this, but I know you looking at my chest right now. You like, hey, that's a fly-ass design right there. You right, it absolutely is. And that fly-ass design is coming very soon to you. Very soon. The Hot from Friends Winter Fall Collection dropping this Friday. Keep your eyes peeled. A lot of good shit. A lot of new shit. It's going down, baby. I hope you're ready, because not only like we're high-ish, but we're the highest. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Look out for that. Be aware. This is going to be a part of the line. Coming soon. Don't fuck around. Hotfromfriends.com. Get on that.
Ant does all the designing, so let's just give a moment for that.
And Greta does all the demanding. So that's how it works. That's how it works.
I'm like, give it to me now.
The system can't. The system can't work.
I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about how much energy these people just waste going to their 9-to-5s. Just how much potential is being like literally drained from them. It just makes me so upset. Yes, people, work through it and they have their shit come through, and he makes his designs come through, or whatever it is they're doing, their brand, their blah blah blah. They were able to just like give it the time that it deserved, and the time for themselves that it deserves to like really strive. And if you're working even just 5 days out of the week doing something that is not your passion.
Right.
How much that just is such a waste.
It takes away, but it also provides as well.
It's not okay. I'm saying it's a waste, and you're saying
no. I'm saying the harsh reality of it is that it's the provider. You know what I'm saying? It kind of helps to survive and do what you do as well. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a funding system too. But as I said before, that's a part of the cycle.
It's
That's
the
a part of the cycle.
provider. I know it's the provider, which is why I think it's like it just makes me upset, and that I think it sucks. I don't know.
But that's why that's why we do what we do. So we don't have to do what we do. If that makes sense.
It doesn't. I'm sorry. Can
I'm
you try
doing
again?
something that I don't want to do, but I'm doing it because it's helping to fund what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you don't go into it with that mindset that this is for this. Like if I'm fucking working at a place I don't want to work, a fucking desk job, I don't want to be there, but I'm making this money and that money is helping me fund what I do, and I give time to this on the side. That's what I'm focused on.
Yeah.
That's the long run.
Yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying?
Of course.
And I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, you want to put your all into it 24/7, but once again, that's the system. That's the cycle that's been created for society. You got it. Ain't nothing free. Even our dreams ain't. So, harsh reality. They free to think about, but to fund them and go about it, it ain't. So I'm blessed to have a foundation where you can have it funded. Some of us got to get out here and bust our ass a little harder than others and do shit to get that. But hey, in the long run, when you make it, that's what make it sweet. That's what make it that much sweeter, because you can look back and say, motherfucker, I did this, I did that, I did that. I ain't want to do that shit, but I did it, and look what it did. I doing what the fuck I want. It make doing what you want that much sweeter and that much,
It does make it that much sweeter, but also... okay, I don't know. It's just you being like, yeah, well, that's the system. I know it's the system, so I'm like, but...
No, I know I'm saying it in a way where it may come off as like, oh, yeah, well, it is what it is. It's like, it's a harsh reality. Like, what the fuck? The pandemic was the piece that everybody needed to have that time if you took advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? To really dive in and do that shit. But when it boils down to it, that funding ain't gonna last forever from the government and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Of course it's not. But what about the fucking people who didn't even get that? Who weren't allowed to take this time for themselves? Like we've been so lucky to. I'm just like, those people not even have been striving and working every fucking day just to make whatever's meet and fund what they want to do, but they don't even get that break to do that. In fact, they've probably had to work harder, and it's been even more confusing, possibly. Right? Or...
yeah, every situation is different, man. I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it. I can't sit here and give you the Gandhi answer.
I don't want an answer. I just want to figure out how we can help at least these people who are serving you your food while you are working on your shit at home. These people who are driving you around still, the people who are getting your packages, who are, I don't know, all of...
But they doing what they gotta do.
They are doing what they gotta do. I'm just saying that, like, I
Listen,
want to
man,
be able to
the
find
harsh
something
part about
to
it
help
is,
them as well.
I feel what you're saying, but somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. We all got roles in this world, in life, and somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it, because if your fucking postage and all this shit stop completely, and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll take a slowdown. But somebody gotta fucking do it. Somebody gotta get my package here. I need my shit. Like, come on, bro. Y'all a company. Get this shit going. I don't want to hear that shit. At the end of the day, that's what it's gonna boil down to for, I feel like, everybody.
Right.
Like, okay, I feel where you go, bro, but nigga, I need my shit. But somebody's gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
I know somebody has to do it, but that's what... okay, the companies are... They're not, I guess, granting like COVID fucking, like, relief, I guess, as much as I feel they should. I think that's where this is coming from, possibly, because I want to be able to have these people have not necessarily a break, but just something. They just need something other than their days taken away from them and coverage needing to happen and more work needing to be done from them.
I feel you, but if it wasn't a pandemic in this conversation?
Yes. Because I feel the same. I feel the same about these companies and us and this society and this structure taking so much of our energy, so much of our time, so much of our emotional being and like physical well-being. Just to take away from what I could. Obviously, there's the people that escape it. I understand. Like, we obviously have been able and lucky enough to fight and to work for what we want, and we will always do that. And there are people that will always do that, and those are the people that we look up to as well. But it doesn't. That's the whole thing. Like, kind of like with big businesses and corporations, they were able to figure out a way to become a millionaire or to do this. They've taken the certain steps to do that.
Exactly. That's what I feel it comes down to, figuring it out how to make it work for you.
Yeah, but I feel like then being at the top and being in that position, then I'm not going to look down and think, well, someone will figure it out if they're really going to figure it out. I don't want to I don't know. I don't want to think that. I don't want to feel that. I wish that they wouldn't feel that either. I don't know. I'm obviously just fucking preaching to some choirs over here, just being like, oh my God, it sucks because I don't want to work hard and I don't want everybody else to work hard. I just want equality.
No, I mean, hey, your opinion is your opinion. And I see where you're coming from. But, like I said, I feel like it just comes down to figuring out a way to make it work for you. Others do. I'm trying to every day figure out a way to make it work for you. There's a way. Just got to be persistent and not give up, and do what you got to do along the way. Yeah. I wasn't all the fuck I just want to do, but now I am. So it's like, okay, perfect. But goddamn it, I done had to get my hands dirty even when I didn't want to work. It is what it is. Nothing comes free. That's the harsh part about life. Nothing's free. Yeah. It's a harsh reality.
My little sister Jana, she always says, she says cute like fucking sentences. She's super cute. She's really onto this like this money thing. She'll always look at me and be like, Sissy, like, why do things have to cost money? Like, why? And then I'm like, you know what? That's a good point. And then she's always like, she wants me to come visit. I'm like, but I need money. And how do you make money? Well, I have to work. She's like, why do we have to work? And I'm like, yo, I know it sucks, but you're gonna have to get to this point eventually.
So you'll understand.
I always tell my sister Shanti, the little older one, I'm like, your work starts now. You're what? You're 12, girl. You're late. You need to start yesterday. That's not. I don't want that. But sorry, I didn't mean to go on that big fucking rant. But that's just that. I guess this is just me saying this is just why I support local so much. I really support people starting their own business, their own art, putting themselves out there, and really just going for what they truly want to do.
I feel you. That's why you gotta hate for Amazon and all that shit. And Walmart, my favorites. I feel you. Didn't you say something about Amazon just made a power player with
Amazon just released their pharmacy. So now you can get your 2-day delivery medications.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
What do you mean what's wrong?
I think that's progressive. And then they discounted a lot, right?
They did.
But you hate it. I mean, I get it. They're an untaxed company. That's fucked up. I think they should be taxed. But at the same time, they give me my packages on time. They give me such good prices, I can't leave them.
I feel as if we should not get into an Amazon conversation right now.
She don't want to talk about Amazon.
Let's get this right. I would like to talk about Amazon, but I want to talk about it when we're like, let's talk about Amazon, and we have like a guest and we have like I want it to be a whole fucking thing. You know, let's rip it apart. But right now, you and I'm really not trying to get into that too much. Bring up anything else, Ant. Ask me anything else. Ask me about who's been in my ass. Go ahead. Go ahead. But I don't want to talk about Amazon right now.
I'm not going to ask that question, but I will say this. Shout out to the world and this whole push and movement for the decriminalization of psychedelics and, you know, mushrooms. Shout out to DC. Okay, the process of how fucking shrooms was decriminalized in DC fucked me up.
Tell me.
Okay, a woman pretty much pushed for this bill in the whole election and shit in DC for shrooms to be decriminalized because she was using them for like postpartum depression after having her son. I'm all for it. Good reasoning. You know what I'm saying? But here's my thing. I want to know if somebody black went to the board with that same motherfucking reasoning, how would they look at that shit?
Was it a white lady?
Why would I tell the story?
I'm just making sure.
Yes,
I just wanted to be sure. I'm so sorry.
It was a white woman. And no, I'm kidding. Don't. God, you're making me seem like a fucking attacker. Fuck.
No, I'm joking.
Make me look like a fucking victim of a fucking horror.
No. Sorry.
I mean, jeez. No. It was a white woman, but yeah, and I just was like, man, I wonder if somebody black went to the board with that shit. Like, hey, we need to decriminalize shrooms. Here's my reason. Like, I'll get the fuck out of here. Yeah. No, ain't no way we decriminalize the shrooms. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your? But hey,
that's a good fucking question.
It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm all for it being decriminalized, and now you know. Shout out to Oregon. I heard they all the way they could decriminalize everything. It's party time out that bitch. Niggas is walking around La La Land. But you know, I've been enjoying mushrooms a whole lot lately. I've been enjoying my trips, man, and Greta seen some. She seen me enjoying myself. You know, I have a good time, man. And I take a piece of my trips. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just me going out and, you know, it ain't an everyday thing for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe every 2 weeks or some shit like that. You know, I like to spread it out. But I'm all for psychedelics, man. The side effects, the positivity from it, you know what I'm saying? The clarity, the real, you know, awakening, man. That shit really opened up the third eye.
Would you microdose?
I thought about it, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because when I take it in, I want to take it in. I don't like to, you know, I don't want to get a little spunks. Little spunks in. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I feel like I take a piece of every trip with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have my moment where I come to some point of like deep thinking or some shit or something hit me. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'll think about something and I just take it. Take that and come to some type of conclusion and clarity and okay, boom, and take that with me into my everyday.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely open you up for experience and not just experience, but it opens you up in a way that you like you think about things every day, you know, but sometimes you don't actually express that thought necessarily, you know. You'll think about it and it'll just glide by, you know, and it didn't seem as important as it actually might be, something like that, you know. At least that's what I've realized from doing things. I think microdosing, though, for people who do microdose, I think it is very beneficial. I've actually like seen it work for people. So dope. Yeah, it's just, I knew someone who was in a terrible car accident, really bad, and also had multiple surgeries on themselves. So they were in like a state of like constant pain, you know, hardly able to like function even for the amount of pain that they were in. And weed, you know, helped a little bit. But once they started, they introduced microdosing to themselves. And once they started doing that, they actually, they run every day, you know, they really are active and building and looking very good.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. So, and it's not like they're tripping, you know, like all the time. It's a microdose there. It's the same with anything. You take something over time, you know, your body adapts and takes in what it needs from it. I don't know. I'm talking a lot of shit right now.
No. That's a good shit.
There's a Joe Rogan not trying to promote Joe Rogan, but
shout out Joe Rogan. Hold on, that's the homie. I fuck with my dog Joe. Let's go. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He has a podcast with some mushroom dude. He's like goes into details, and I
Yeah.
thought that's what made me first start thinking about it because I was just interested in what this guy was saying. You know, he's like they're alive. You know, they're a brain basically. Like mushrooms communicate. Right.
They do. They do. I'll tell you that, boy, because they be communicating to me. They be communicating like a motherfucker, man. I love that shit. I love that shit.
I feel like open. Like I can actually feel like what can you feel it like move?
Huh?
In your head, can you feel them move?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, I don't know. Anyways.
My senses be turned up to the max. I love that shit.
Yeah, like those you ever hear about those under that bridge or whatever in where is it, like Tokyo or Japan or something with all those mushrooms?
No.
Oh my god. So there's like this whole subway system or something that is just like infested with mushrooms cuz they all like grew and like there's something we have to look into it, but it's this whole I'm going to look up it now actually.
That's pretty fucking interesting. I would love to go out there and just harvest in they fucking fields, enjoy myself. Like, you got to load up the computer and everything. God damn, nigga, I ain't about to wait for all that shit. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna look it up and we're gonna come back to it.
This nigga got to turn the computer on. Jesus Christ.
It's a very okay. This
I
computer.
had to shut it down. It was hot. It was hot. No.
This computer's been through a lot. I love this
On
laptop.
God,
Stop talking shit about it.
I was just literally maybe like 45 minutes ago telling her, hey, before we came on, I was like, hey, man, it's time to go ahead. It's time to go ahead and invest in a new one. But, you know.
Who are you to tell me to invest my money where?
Hey, you're absolutely right. I can't argue that. Do what you do. It's your money. Do it. But, you know, just speaking from an outside point of view. Might be time to let old Bertha crash.
Yo, you think this pie ass bitch's name is Bertha?
What's her name?
This is not Bertha.
Is that Natalie?
Said Natalie.
I don't know why that one came to my head, but that was a good one. No, but anyway.
He's a boy, first of all.
Thomas. Okay.
Thomas!
He thinks he can.
Why are you out here thinking I have all these lame-ass names? I mean, I might have thought about it when thinking of naming him, but I passed those names and I came up with something cooler.
I know I'm in the ballpark, goddammit. I know that much. But hey, man, if you're curious about psychs, man, and you never really got into them, man, psychedelics, I highly recommend them, man. I you know, fuck it, dude. Open up. The brain it has many fucking little pathways and shit that we don't really tap into. You know what I'm saying? And certain things can help stimulate that. And I say go for it. You know, the movies can sell it a little. I let my brother try some. That nigga was like, I ain't gonna be humping the tree or nothing. I'm like, nah, nigga. It's gonna be good, baby. It's gonna be a beautiful ride. And it was a beautiful ride. We enjoyed that shit. It was love, man. Me and my siblings, that was love. But I highly recommend it. Gretta's still over here looking this shit up. What'd I tell you? Old ass, slow ass computer. We done ended the goddamn episode.
Not slow. It's not slow. I'm just trying to. I can't remember how to word. I'm like Japanese mushroom communication.
All right. Don't get us shut off the air. No, I'm just kidding.
I come up with some like CIA shit that's like Japanese mushroom communication, and it's like all this fucking like technology mixed with mushrooms, mixed with the fucking blah 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 blah.
I don't know what none of that shit is, but I know that we got a motherfucking winter fall collection dropping this motherfucking Friday.
If we haven't,
and I need you to make sure that you get your hands on it. Make sure you let your friends know. Make sure you holler at your gualas is going down. I'm telling you, you're going to love these pieces. Enjoy yourself. And you also going to enjoy our special guest that we got coming up for you. Got Greta went and searched the earth. And she ran into some cool cats, man. We got some cool cats about to come up on the scene right now. And speaking on that independent tip, these two are independent. So
independent as fuck. Yeah, no, I worked with them and a few other girls with I Want Friends Like This, and I got to meet Sophia in this process, and Parker as well, and I just got to know them a little bit, and I was like, yo, you guys are really just making your own shit and really getting things and repurposing them and striving for greatness, and they both work, you know, and this is something that they do on the side. You know, they they aren't like Sophia's still working. She has 9 to 5, so it's like, fuck yeah, you're doing. I don't know. Like I was saying, what we were saying earlier, someone who has his 9 to 5 and then is also, you know, having their shit on the side, and a lot of stuff is surfaced during this time, but also
the
a lot
grind,
of stuff
baby.
is surfaced just from people who are still grinding, I guess is what I'm gonna say. Yep.
That's the grind.
That's the grind. I feel like whenever I'm like say like dope or that's the grind, I'm like some fucking person trying to be cool. I sound like a mom, don't I?
Get her out of here.
I'm like, oh fuck.
Get her out of here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, as usual, it is always our pleasure to have incredible guests here with us, and today is no different. As today we have the dynamic of Nightmares with Sophia and Harper. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome them to the platform.
Hey, what's up?
Nightmares Inc. You guys got a nice little clothing company you guys working on.
Just to
going.
give you guys a little insight, they got the merch out. I'm a model right now.
Yeah, Greta came in here flexing.
Fresh. I come in clean. What the fuck?
Greta came in full flex today. I like it. If you haven't checked them out, please check them out on your social media platforms. Nightmares Inc. That's on social media though, right? Nightmares Inc.
No, yeah, they just launched. You guys just launched your website, right?
So we site about 2 months, and so like Nightmares Incorporated. Mm-hmm. But as far as like those, we kind of have the tags, and you exclude the fucking not the abbreviation.
Oh,
the vowels.
The vowels.
I have no idea what grammar is. You exclude the vowels, and it's just NGHTMRS, and then you've got that. So it's Nightmares on social media platforms, but technically with our broad name, it's Nightmares Incorporated. So.
Yes, I've been sporting your guys' shit for a few days now. How the heads turn. How the heads turn. Man, I've been getting so many comments, and I'm like, oh yeah, you like my shit? I was like, hit up Nightmares. I was like, check out their shit right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's been very new, so getting your name out there is like definitely hard, like just starting out, because literally starting from the ground up, I mean, you know, you're just doing it all yourselves. Like we created our website ourselves, which was all thanks to Parker. He's a website developer. So, you know, like we just did everything. We screen print everything ourselves. We create all the designs from scratch and get them made, and then make all our own screens. So literally it's just been a very like elongated process of getting everything together, creating the clothes, and then launching the brand itself. But, you know, being in LA, I think this is probably the best place to be, to really kind of start from the ground up and make a name for ourselves, which is what we're trying to do. So there's high hopes for sure.
So where both you guys from originally, and when exactly did Nightmares Incorporated get its start? When was it born?
Yeah, how did it get started exactly? Like, who makes the design too?
So many questions.
We both make the designs, actually. We kind of go back and forth. Parker's artiste between, but you can say where you're from.
Maine, and then we both actually moved to Denver, and that's where we met and like started screen printing and stuff. I got into it first, and then like I think I had a couple designs I just wanted to make shirts of, so I had someone help me make the screens and just got really into it. I was like even stretching the screen over the physical thing at one point. Just an extra step.
Nice.
It's not really necessary, but it's cool to like you can build the screen out of wood and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I got super into it, and I was like, it's so like DIY and cool.
We got so DIY.
Build, like, oh, yeah, it's sick. And then yeah, Sophia just wanted to like keep it going. I had like 2 screens at first, and now we have like 20.
Yeah.
So I'm originally from Oklahoma, but I moved to Denver as well, and then we met. And so when we met, he was going to college, and they had this insane, like they have so many resources in their art department.
Yeah.
Like they had an entire area where you could learn how to emulse the screens yourself. Which usually you'd have to go to a print shop for, but he was given all the tools and the resources to be able to learn how to do that himself. And so then he kind of like taught me all that, because I just thought like when he started showing me he was able to do that, I was like, holy shit, like you can make your own clothes. That's like, I'm very into fashion. That's something I've always wanted to do. So I kind of like jumped on that bandwagon very like quickly and like had him teach me everything he knew. And then kind of honestly for about 2 years, it was just a crazy learning process. We were learning, you know, how to make the screens, how to efficiently print them, you know, and then as we went, we got quicker and quicker. We learned the best way to do it, the best process. And then we just started kind of like, once we, you know, had all that laid out, we were able to just start making designs, and then we just kept pumping out screens and then adding them to our collection. And hopefully we just continue to do that. Hopefully it's just like a continuation and building on top of what we already have.
Wow, from Maine and Oklahoma to Denver to LA.
Denver!
What a journey right there. That's incredible. And this beautiful baby you two have created, NGHTMRS INC, has just traveled with you the entire way. It's the driving force. I love to hear that. I'm low key upset that I discovered you guys, or that Greta put me onto you guys after fucking Halloween. I was like, damn, they were like perfect for fucking Halloween.
He's like, they're a Halloween brand. And I was like, they're not Halloween brand.
I was like, where the fuck was they at 2 weeks ago? Where the fuck were they 2 weeks ago?
I literally like so if you see my shirt, I'm just basically all year round.
All
Nice.
year long.
Nice. I like that.
Kind of just my brand, like my personal brand.
Yeah.
But as far as nightmares go, we're trying to like add like ideation, like my personal ideation, like onto everyone else, and like make Halloween kind of just a thing that people can like, you know, dress and embrace all year round rather than just one night. But we did our first ever drop, like personal drop, was a Halloween drop, and we put it out like a week before Halloween, and we were just so excited. Like we'd had one other drop before, which was a collaboration with another really amazing clothing brand here in LA, based out of LA, that they are actually from Denver as well, and you should definitely check them out. Dark Denim and Art Bay are their like Instagram tags, and they are both amazing. They're doing so well. They do a lot of like clothing for local like rappers and different like big people. But the first actual drop we ever launched when we first moved to LA like 4 or 5 months ago was a collaboration with them.
Right.
And then we launched our very own first ever drop like a week before Halloween, and so that was really exciting because I just felt like it was like perfect timing. It totally went in sync with our whole like, you know, feeling, branding, whatever.
I think that's perfect timing because it's like because you guys are spooky, obviously, and so you release it during spooky time. But I always feel like I was telling Ant, I was like, I always feel it's spooky all year round. I'm spooky all year round, and I was like, we are a whole people of spooky all year round.
Yeah, it's definitely an audience out there. I've met my fair share of people who prefer their darkness 365, sometimes 366 days a year. So you got an audience out there that's waiting for it. But so I wanted to ask, like, what was the inspiration behind the you know, the process and the designs and things like that? But you kind of pretty much summed it up right there. It's Halloween all year round. That's pretty amazing.
It's kind of accessing like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it. I was just gonna like maybe we have very different artistic, I don't know, inspiration between me and him.
Yeah, I think so.
So like both of our designs I think are very different. But what we've kind of like, I feel like as we've grown together since we've met, it's weird. I feel like since we've met and like our personalities have kind of like, we've gotten to know each other and things, like our artistic expressionisms have also kind of grown together as well, which has been really cool. And everything that, you know, Parker has made is like kind of always had a little bit of a spooky edge, but like kind of cartoony and fun and a little bit more like lighthearted.
Right.
And then mine is kind of more, a little bit more dismal, but we've like, as we've grown together, our art has also morphed into that. And then the inspiration was kind of just like what we take on a daily basis, kind of like how we feel, our like viewpoint of the world, and just all of that kind of just turned into, and then also like a reflection of just like what we like and stuff like that.
I love that. I love how you told that story how you guys just meshed together through the time. Because, you know, as separate creatives, obviously you have separate ideas. I mean, you could tell somebody your idea, but they won't ever see it the way that you see it and understand it the way that you do. Even sometimes with the physical example. But to hear how you guys have learned from each other and have become aware of each other's styles and learned how to, you know, adapt and morph it together, that's amazing. I want to salute to both of you guys and give a big kudos and congrats for that, because, you know, some people can't do that. Some people can't do that, but you guys are doing it, and that's fucking amazing. I salute you guys for that. That's awesome.
Well, I love how you guys, like, I really like how when I go to your site, obviously nothing's the same. It's not like mass produced. You just have, you know, your design, and then you put your design on pieces that you find interesting, right? Or I don't know. Well, what kind of like is the process of the pieces that you find to put your logo, like your brand on?
How about also about like finding the materials?
Yeah. It's like, what do you mean by the logo?
Well, you made it, so I mean, just.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it does a lot of finding like the piece and stuff. But I would say they definitely like fit the aesthetic of our designs and stuff. The logo, I just like wanted to keep it small, keep it condensed, but like reflecting the sort of imagery that we use. And like for my work, at least, I like it to be like pretty bold, like sort of goes along with like she said the cartooniness of it, or it's like simplified in a way. I've always liked artists that did stuff like that. So yeah, it was easy in a way to like take. We had one of the first prints we did was just the nightmares text that you see on a lot of them.
Right.
Like on the jacket.
Yeah, and that's like the logo I'm talking about.
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
Nightmares Inc. And then it's got the couple like graphics on it. Yeah, just to like condense it into like a smaller thing where you get more of the brand's identity and stuff.
Okay.
So like just to add on kind of to what he was saying, it's just really funny because one of the first screens I ever designed and I ever made was the Nightmares one, which is on the sleeve of the jacket you have, but it's like, you know, spelled out, a full word. But I did that just because it goes with my thing. Like I did a clown was one of my first designs and the nightmares. So like, and I was really scared by clowns when I was a kid, like terrified, definitely afraid. But now I fully embrace that and I kind of just have it go along with my whole identity in a way. But I did the nightmares kind of as an addition to like all of that, because I've like tried to embrace it. Like I've tried to turn my fears into something that I can like embrace in a way, I guess.
Yeah, like
So
appreciate and like make a part of you in like a positive way rather than something that kind of like controls you or something.
I like that.
Turn it around on itself.
I like that.
I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's genius.
But so then I did the nightmares and we'd had it for a rebrand and we were trying to think of what our name would be, and it was like so much work because you're like looking at Instagram and looking at all the handles that are already available and you have to pick something that hasn't been taken yet, and like not only the handle but then also the website URL, just so many different components that are going into it. So I was like, well, why don't we use something that we already have that already kind of encompasses all our different designs into one thing, and nightmares just kind of seemed to make sense. And then we just kind of took out the vowels so that we could put it into something smaller that's more catchy, that's a little bit more, like, you know, people can like, I don't know, grasp a little more easily.
Right.
And it can also fit into like the patches and things like that. So it kind of just went from there. And now, yeah, I don't know. So, but as far as you asked about like finding the stuff that we print on, we're really, really into like low waste or, you know, reusable clothing or like, you know, not manufactured clothing.
Yeah, upcycling, nothing like wholesale.
Like upcycling clothing and not taking away from like not having them like, you know, produced in like a mass factory where like, you know, there's a lot of like child labor issues in other countries. So we're really just trying to reuse and recycle, like sustainability mindset. So I like go to thrift stores and I repurpose clothing and I find a lot of clothes at thrift stores and stuff that like goes with what we're doing, but then we just print on those. And like I'm learning to sew, and he's like pretty good too, but that's definitely something we're trying to amp up, is like finding fabrics and then adding them on to clothes, or like patches and things, and adding them onto the clothes very fine to like kind of make them a little different other than just the prints. But I think that's kind of the next step in our process, is incorporating like, sewing and different things that will just amp up, our brand even more, other than like just having screen printing be the only thing. So
Right.
we're working towards that.
Right. Okay. Nice. Well, I see the jacket. The jacket got the sew on patch. So shit. I thought the sew on was already a part of the game. But damn. All right. It's more to come. It's more to come. Print or die, baby. I see the sign behind you right there. Print or die. I like that. It's really cold. You wake up in the morning, you gotta see it and remind yourself, fuck, either I print or I die. What do I do today? What do I die?
Like that's how he like said at the beginning of this. He was like, "I'm glad we have a prayer or die." Like, oh.
I love it. It's a daily reminder. You can't not get it done. I love that.
Not.
I love it. You guys are onto something, man. This is I love the unity you guys got here and the creative freedom, man, and really expressing and combining your ideas and your energy together. That's real special, man. Yeah. That's very special.
I love how like your first job being a collaboration. I don't know. That's really cool. It's like such a way to get into just like doing whatever it is that you're doing. You're collaborating with people that you're interested in, and then only getting into more revenues and opening more doors that way. I mean, because you guys have been collaborating now then with even more, like, what are, right? Am I crazy? Is some skater brand? What is that brand? I don't know if I'm crazy, right? What is it?
Which one?
I don't know. You guys are working with somebody else right now too, or something, aren't you? If there's
Women and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's them. That's what I'm remembering then for sure. Them.
Yeah, we called them out earlier. She wasn't with us, but
I even wrote it down. You said that was your first drop, but I'm just saying from that first drop, what other doors have been opened? What other people have you been able to collaborate with?
It's super interesting that you say that, because the collaboration between Dark Denim was honestly crazy, and it really inspired me to just start, creating more and more and believing in myself. And it's what kind of inspired me to really launch the new site and the new brand and just like take it by the horns and just, like really fucking go for it, rather than just having it more of as a hobby. And I think a lot of times it's not my main job, obviously, either of us, but we love it so much that we're really dedicated to just like keeping it going and waiting until it really blows up. Because so Aldo the creator, so that's who runs Dark Denim. We met in Denver. I am a journalist, like my main passion.
Okay.
Being a journalist. And I was covering Denver Fashion Week.
Okay.
And I was doing photography, and I was also doing the write-up on Denver Fashion Week. And I ran into Aldo, who we'd like encountered each other before, but we didn't really know each other. And then I loved, he was actually in Denver Fashion Week. His brand, Dark Denim, was in Denver Fashion Week, which is wild. And his line was amazing. It was one of the best ones I saw the whole 2 weekends. So I decided to do an interview with him, and I did a write-up on him, and included him in my main article of the event. And so then we kind of just became friends, and we started talking. And then his girlfriend is Art Bay, so they're kind of like a duo, but they have their separate businesses, I guess.
Right.
And so, but now we're really close with both of them, and they've just become and they moved to LA a week after I moved to LA.
Wow.
So we were both from Denver. We both moved here at the exact same time, and we're like, let's just fucking create together.
Fuck yeah.
Just do some cool shit, and it just worked. It was just so beautiful and serendipitous, and it really worked out wonderfully. And so now there's he's got so many projects he's working on, but I know he's always there if we ever wanted to just do something else together, or utilize each other's resources. He has a lot going on in his little studio, so it's just awesome. And then from there, my friend Genesis owns Angel Freak, which is another great brand.
Yes.
She has a website.
She's actually linked below with all the other creators that we've linked below there. So that's
Yeah. No, she's really talented. She does a lot of jewelry and she resells clothes, but like she does a lot of like, you know, custom jewelry and things like that. But right now she just launched, she came up with a design for a tank top we hated. So she hired me, slash Nightmares, to print everything for her new design. So that's just kind of another foot in the door, another person that I'm working with, and being able to like gain more experience. And like it's kind of like mass producing one tank, because like ours are all like one of one. Yeah.
What you do.
Yeah, it's a lot different just because we do like one of ones for every single piece, but hers is like one design and it's just printed continuously.
Right.
So like not mass producing, but on a bigger scale than like our things we do. But it's been awesome, and she's gotten a lot of orders. So I've been doing that for the past week, just tanks on tanks on tanks. But it's been awesome.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. That networking. You never know who you networking with, and to think that you was drawn to them in Denver, and then a week later they are right there in with you in LA, and then you collab and you got a dope ass drop. Now you're fucking buddies.
Timing. What timing?
Follow your gut, man. You gotta follow your gut. That's awesome. I'm so fucking happy to hear that, man. You guys are fucking moving. You guys are moving, man. I love to hear it, and I love to hear it. I'm shocked that it's not your full-time thing. I'm thinking it's your full-time thing, but you guys are still dedicated to it nonetheless. There's still dedication there nonetheless. I hear it. I see it. You guys are truly dedicated. Fuck it. You might as well get ready for the big time. Nightmares going far. Nightmares going far. You guys got something. And now that I know the rarity behind your creation process, I'm gonna have to put my bid in for a personal Nightmares one of one piece that only I could have sometime.
He's a medium.
So
we gotta show up the muscles. So.
Yeah, you just named the price. Just let me know. I'll be there to get my
Their
get my
site
goods.
names all the prices.
Yeah,
I'm just,
so
just messing.
I'm a fan. I'm really a fucking fan right now. I am drawn to both of you. This is awesome. I'm so happy we got to talk to you guys, because this is something special, people. NGHTMRS INC. Don't take your fucking eyes. You better get hip now. Because when the shit too expensive, oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
For
we
sure.
we got mouths to feed.
I literally saw Parker in this coat, and I was like, is that one for sale? You know, I was like trying to be all cool or whatever. And he's like, I think maybe. I really like it though. And I was like, yeah, well, just let me know. You know, I went up to be after. I was like, bitch, if you sell that jacket, hit me up, please. I need that shit.
I love it, man. You guys got a cool process behind it. It's very personal. I love the personal behind it. That's dope, man. You guys are doing the damn thing. I salute the fucking both of you. Parker and fucking Sophie and NGHTMRS INC representing all. So what can we look forward to? What do we have to look forward to from you guys?
Yeah, what's coming up?
Well,
Hopefully around the
I'll say mine.
We're familiar.
I mean, it'll work itself out.
Yeah.
It's like we said, urge or something.
Exactly.
I'm really hoping to see some new designs coming from both of us into new pieces. I think we're getting a lot better at like taking a thrifted piece and, what do you say, upcycling it to a real work of art, one of a kind. We got like better vision than we used to, especially we've got like screen printing, sewing. You can just endlessly experiment with those things and find what's right.
The possibilities are endless.
Well, and as far as a new immediate thing to look forward to, we are working on a new winter drop. So it's going to be like a winter collection, working on a bunch of really cute crop hoodies for like, and we try to make as much of our clothing unisex as possible.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing for me. Like, obviously there's going to be certain things that are just women's clothing or just men's clothing, but like as a whole, we really try to like focus like and gear towards like a unisex, like it can go either way. And so, these crop hoodies and then like some pants, and we've got a couple like puffer jackets, and then also I've gotten some like more like sleek like work coats, just like all kinds of different winter fashion pieces that we're putting together right now, and then that will drop like right at the peak of winter. I don't know if it'll be coming out like before or after Christmas, but it will definitely be coming really soon. So we'll keep you updated on that, and we're just really excited. It's all like comfy wear, cute stuff, and then it's like also adding a few more designs we're also going to implement very soon as well.
Hell yeah! And what's the website one more time?
Nightmares-inc.com.
It's below.
Nightmares-inc.com. You heard it here first. It's right there in the links in the description and bios, all that stuff. Make sure you check it out. That's Sophia. That's Parker. Together, they are Nightmares Inc. We thank you guys. We appreciate you two for coming here and dropping some word and some game on this incredible brand you got going.
Yes.
We wish y'all nothing but success, because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It's coming. You guys are too original. It's too original.
It's fucking coming, and thank you so much. It means so much.
Thank you.
Stay high, friends. Stay high.
Stay high. We love you guys. Thank you. Everybody, give it up for Nightmares Inc. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
I really love their fucking brand. I love talking to them. I really like their work that they're doing. I really support them. And if you support them too, I think you definitely should get on their shit for Christmas. And if you don't get on their shit, get on some other people's shit. Like we said, Christmas is coming up. Now is the time to get a lot of gifts. Sales are going on. You want to get through all God knows how we've been struggling with the fucking postage lately, and it's only bound to be even worse this Christmas. Add a fucking pandemic to the postal service during Christmas. What are we gonna get? I'm just saying. But seriously, support locally, support people who have started their own shit, especially during quarantine. Even those who haven't, those who are local, we interact a lot, especially on Melrose. I'm just going to shout out a few names because I know that everyone's looking for those unique... Give them the names. Yeah, I know you guys are all looking for those. And again, it's supporting people who are your friends, who are your friends' neighbors, who are across the way just trying to make it for themselves without having, that classic 9-to-5 that we also know and dread.
My bad. I'm taking bong rips.
No, take them.
I'm back on that. We going hard today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna briefly give some names. Yeah, so Nightmares, as you guys know, obviously they source all their own shit, they thrift it, and they put their own logos on it. New Profanity, they're local here. It's a bunch of local Los Angeles artists who are creating on their own, but it's all sold through New Profanity. They're local. They have a lot of cool shit. Our buddy Muttermilk, who does our fucking
Muttermilk.
That's who I'm supporting today. That's why I'm wearing this big ass tee. I love it. It's really nice. It's comfy. And hey, look at this.
Also the creator of our logo. If you don't know. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Cough it out. Dark hippie shit, you guys know them. Reconstruct, they're our really good friends. You can get some really cool smoking shit. You can get their ashtrays. You can get their clothes are so fire, and they repurpose everything.
Shout out Reconstruct.
Hey, we got Headline Records. You see my earrings? I wear my fucking earrings from them. These earrings are from Depop. Support Depop. Oh my God. Shop Depop. If you don't shop Depop, you need to look into that shit now. We have our friend Runaway Germ. We have Holy Thrift. We have my friend Art Attacks on there. My friend Goth Mom.
We got my man Lavelle Stacy. Shout out this independent brother doing this thing. Shout out that brother. Make sure you check him out as well. Black owned business. Go ahead. Yeah,
we got Dark Denim that we just messaged now. Genesis, GP. She's art. Yes, exactly. There are so many ways to get creative, unique, one-of-a-kind gifts for people. Look on Etsy. Etsy is such a great place. My mother's on Etsy. She's right here.
Yeah, moms actually be doing some dope shit.
Yeah, CC Ray Arts.
Greta hate it because you know how moms are, but her mom be putting it down. Shout out, Mom. You be putting in some dope ass designs. I see you working, baby. Keep it coming. Don't stop.
Yeah, but my point is just rattling off all these names is just there are options to get gifts. It's unique,
explore.
it's thoughtful.
And also, there's the Hot from Friends winter and fall collection, which you can also get your hands on this Friday as before. So, you know,
Can you say that
this
for us?
beautiful collection right here, brand new. Let me hold up.
Yeah.
If you're listening, you can't see it, but thehotfromfriends.com. You know what I'm saying?
Get up.
No. They can see it. They can see it right here. I ain't gonna show too much. You know, get your highest tea coming soon this Friday. Bunch of new merch, bunch of new colorways for some of your favorite designs. You know what I mean? Won't be around long, so please get your hands on them. NGHTMRS INC. That's what it's about right now, though. One-on-ones. You want your one-on-ones? Shop NGHTMRS INC. Exclusive. You hear the work they put into it. It's all fucking from the heart. Handmade, baby. You can't. It's personal. It's personal. You gotta love it. Love it. But you also gotta love the Hot from Friends winter and fall collection dropping this Friday.
I love Christmas, of course. I mean, I'm gonna fucking blab about it for forever until time. But
Yes.
I'm always trying to find things that are, you know, supporting my friends, especially during this time. They're trying to look for some extra money. I just think it's such a fun way to really think about somebody and to get them something that is unique to them, and also supporting other people as well.
Exactly.
You know?
It's all about that support, that network, and building that circle and keeping them bridges getting stronger and longer, baby. No pun, you know what I mean? Huh?
You can find everyone who we mentioned listed down below as well. What do you want?
Yeah, that's the stronger and longer line. You ain't catch it. But
I caught it. I was just like...
yeah, like, as we said, make sure you check out all these great creators, all these great brands, man. Us, you know, all independent. It's nothing but love. We love you all. We thank you all.
We're all pulling it off the strength over here.
All pulling it, baby. And you know, this shit coming from the soul, man. And ain't no fuckery. We ain't trying to fuck nobody. You know what I'm saying? This is our passion. It's our art. This is our creation. And you know,
talk for yourself when you say you're not trying to fuck no one.
Yeah, stronger and longer. But we sensitive, like Erykah Badu said. I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure we all feel that way. But we appreciate everybody who consumes our shit. But man, this has been fun.
Thanks in advance.
Next week's gonna be fucking amazing. I can't wait for you guys to be here. We're gonna be coming up on our 3-year anniversary.
What?
It's gonna be a special event. We're gonna have some very, very, very special guests in the building. Trust me when I say that. It's gonna be fucking amazing. I'm already excited. I'm already there. But right now, we're gonna focus on this episode, NGHTMRS INC. We thank you. Greta Hutch, I thank you.
Thank you.
You know me. I'm the one and only Ant Powell, and we ain't gonna leave without giving y'all an incredible musical guest. You know the way the game goes now. And today, I hope you ready to get your head bang going, because, boy, we about to fuck you up. We got the one and only Wacko. About to whack your fucking head. I love it. Hey, enjoy this musical performance we got for y'all today. This one's special. It's gonna catch you in all type of ways. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Just if you get your head ready to fucking bang. That's all I'm saying.
And not even just about their music, even if like you're not really into this kind of a music, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, but if you're not, just check them out in general. They've been doing a lot of work in the community actually. Especially over this pandemic, especially during the protests. They have a few interviews out about it if you guys want to check that out as well. But they've really been working in Long Beach and really caring about their community. And of course, the fucking infamous Denny's show. If you don't know what I'm talking about, they fucked it up in a Denny's, guys. They had this permission from this manager. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but they have permission from the manager of Denny's to have a show there. And they did. It's online.
Well, we gotta check that out.
The Pit at Denny's.
We gotta check that out, because that sounds like a good time. I don't know. You see my eyebrows right? I'm like, well, Denny's, nigga, that's fire. I wish I was a part of that. But we want you guys to enjoy this. I'm Ant Powell. That's Greta Hutch. This is Wacko. I say it's all good.
Because it's all good.
Hey, we see y'all next week. Love, beautiful people. Fuck yeah, time to bang it out, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Bitch.
Bitch.